And welcome back. We're picking up where we left off last time in Europa Universalis 4, where we're playing a chill game, the Ottomans. At this point, I think this is the 6th part. We're on the 12th of January, 1477. In the previous part, we just defeated the Mamluks in a war, transferring Syria to us. So that gives us enough territory to defeat the Mamluks. So once the Mamluks come off of peace treaty, we will probably follow up with this. This will allow us to get all of Egypt as a core islet. As far as diplomacy is concerned, let's stop improving these guys. I've noticed in our period of time where we were distracted by the East, Hungary has chopped down some of our neighbors and made them a bit smaller and a bit more vulnerable to the wiles of our diplomats. So we're going to walk in, try to liberate, basically try to offer vassalization to Bosnia, get them as a subject. Then we'll fight Hungary for Bosnia's remaining cores. Bosnia's remaining cores that we don't have. At the same time, we'll probably try to do some degree of either taking cores off of Hungary in the Croatian region or liberating Croatia, one of the two. Probably take the cores off would probably be the better way to do it. We can also follow that up with taking a core from Waliacha, so we can do the same with Waliacha, basically make two subjects, feed the subjects Hungarian cores, or their cores in Hungary, to get more territory back. Venice is also apparently having a bad day, so on the other hand, this might be a decent time to move in on Venice. Oh, we're getting a very interesting multi-way war here. So you're at war with Venice, the Knights, and Naples. Naples is at war with Hungary and Milan and Serbia. Because Serbia is a subject of Hungary. Milan is at war with Venice, the Knights, and Naples. Yeah, okay. Venice, the Knights, Naples. But in a separate war, just to keep things spicy, we got a Luca over here. Oh, Luca's also good. Oh, that's Naples. So we can invade at some point and make Naples give Siena back to Siena, because Siena is our subject. Where we were working at one point, and we'll probably go back to working on getting Ferrara as our lovely subject. Oh, we stopped because they were actively in war with Venice. Is the attacker against Venice in the Florentine conquest of Ravenna? So we'll see how that ends. But yeah, we're doing pretty good. Right now, the only subject of ours that is disloyal is the new Syria. So we're basically swarming. We're getting big. We're getting swarm. Get all our subjects back. I think our troops are all currently walking back to Ottoman territory, so that's probably just a good place to unpause and let some stuff out. Rain. Actually, we don't need to rain them. We just want to make them island. They are an island, so that's good. You're a vassal. You're an island, so that's like you're actually an ideal vassal, I think. Through relations with you. Oh, we can do the same with Theodora. Let's do the same with Theodora then. And we're going to take a moment, let our manpower reserves regenerate a little bit. I might take out a loan and try to build up the fleet so we can complete these two missions. Otherwise, we're on Unify Anatolia, which we're only like 4 provinces short of. And push north, which is into this area. Or our missions that we're on. Yeah, let's, do we have any loans out? Don't have any loans out, so yeah, this is a good time, I think. We'll go into Merchant Guilds, we'll go ahead and take our indebted to the Merchant Guild. Giant payday of money. Finance the construction of our navy. many ships do I currently have? Get you in port for the moment. We've got 10, 10, 13. We presumably want more than that. For this one, we need to get up to 90% of the force limit. We've got the minimum number of counts. This one, we need a bunch of trade power. We got the number of trade power. And easily being able to send the 10 ships to pick that trade shouldn't be that bad. So it doesn't really matter what I get. One random province, okay. Latest trade, that's not super powerful. But yeah, let's build up the fleet. Yeah, I think let's build up to 20 transports. Force limit is 78, so we're going to get closer, pretty close to 78. Might just do shift. Yeah, we'll do like that. That should be enough boats. And then as far as the Age discovery, we've got enough that we could do Golden Age. We're not going to do Golden Age. We're gonna hold that until the beginning of the Age of Absolutism. Yeah, we've got the Centers of Trade. I suppose, are we in a position? We are in a position. This is going to spend most of our money, but we're going to also go upgrade this to a world port. Let's get more trade control in Constantinople, trade region. And let our stuff build and let our improved relations kick in. So yeah, I think we stand a decent possibility of making those two people just subjects that don't take up any space. I probably won't actually islet Bosnia right away, because it'll be easier to pull them into the war as puppets than islets, or as vassals rather than islet. And then it's easier to feed the islet back its cores, or the vassal its cores back, and then I can turn it into an islet. We are seeing that our money's going up, which is good. We might as well just save back up to the point where we can pay off the burger loans. I suppose the alternative would be to build up the siege units. Then we're going to go northeast here into Hungary next, so I'm positioning the troops over on that side of the empire in preparation. Truce with Siena is expired, which is fine. They're a subject, so that doesn't really affect anything. Get our next government reform. Yeah, we'll probably go with that. Income from vassals plus 25%. All the islets are technically classed as vassals for that, so a lot more income coming in from all our subjects. Let's not let these guys drill. We know we're going to sit around for a little bit, waiting for the fleet to build up, and for the improved relations here to kick in. You know, I think we can afford the increased land maintenance here for the better drain, or better drill, so we'll swap over to that option for better drilling. Truce with Mazab is ended. Which is, again, I think fine. They're one of our subjects. Hopefully don't need a truce with our own subjects. Get our next idea. Grab a corporation cost down. Which hopefully isn't going to come to play for a little while, but governments, we do get pretty decent corporation. You're involved in the war. Why do you get involved in the war? Oh wait, that's going to delay that. That's fine. We can work with that. Off of that, are getting 25 eminent cost. What do I got choice-wise? You guys half price? Let's half price. Or we just have the prices that low. I think we're just the prices that low. Yeah, we just have the prices that low. Okay, let's just take the empire then. Oh, succession issue in a place that isn't us. That's perfectly fine. At least that's all our subjects and not foreigners. The problem is foreigners, because we're trying to work with some foreigners. Urbanization, if we can afford it, we'll take it. Bunch of development around the country. Military access. Offer military access. Missions over there. Come back off cooldown over 31st. Intertrader League. Okay, so we can't do transfer trade power. We can't influence until we pay off all the loans. Okay. That makes it a little harder to get up to 190. Yeah, okay, that does make it a little harder. Wasn't accounting for not being able to do transfer trade power in my math there. Which means I need to pay back all the loans. So we're gonna have to wait a little bit on Theodore. You're waiting until the war is over. But we'll still give you the alliance. We got the... We just need the diplomat problem for the moment, that'll be fine. We're already paying for that. Yeah, we're already paying for that, so... Just eat it, it'll be fine. Same here. They're on the attacker side, so I can't do force peace on them. Get the army professionalism. They don't want to because too many places are transferring trade power to us, which... Okay, that's true. That's probably true. Anyway, so I need to get out of debt. That's basically what I worked out. One problem with building the Navy up is I now have a debt that needs to be solved. Can I get that one? Well, we can't merge with them anyway until Yeah, they're not willing to do the transfer trade power. Is it really counting all the islets? Yeah, they have to, and they're counted as a trade. Okay. We maybe get lucky and we make it a opinion boost with our neighbors. Might work. No, of course it's not. That's one of the ones that doesn't work on, does it? Bonzak. Yeah, sure. Give it back to them. Not super ideal, but when we get around to integrating our islets, they'll be pretty cheap to integrate, because we're going to have the influence idea, so we'll have 15% off, plus 25% off, plus islets are 25% cheaper, lots of stacking, diplo cost annex modifiers. We'll want the diplo repetition here. Quite there with them. Florence is probably no. Florence is also at war. Oh, we're real close to being able to take the single province miners off the Empire. That's not a good sign for the Empire. That's all I'm going to say about that. It's not a good sign for the Empire. Actually, that was a hostile, but well, it's 83, so you know. Oh, no. Good luck. Cyprus would. It's Cyprus high enough. Cyprus is going to be one of those where we need to get our debt first, though, I think, yeah. If our goal right now is to get a debt, let's multiple the forts. That'll cost us military tradition in the short run, but that'll be fun. That's enough to reduce the piety, but that's fine. We can become General of the Faith, yeah, no. Yeah, we just gain the decadence, that's fine. We'll take away pretty quickly because we're in the first era. Increased offense, please. Yeah, the fleet is almost built, and once the fleet is done, that's the Crescent fleet here that we're going to get, so we're going to get Admiral. We can put them on protecting trade, which will also complete this one quickly. Then we'll be down to being able to pick what we do with relations with Venice. And we might need a heavy ship for relations with Venice, but that's fine. Yep, Crescent Fleet. Detach the light ships, send them out to protect trade. In fact, actually, I think they... Is there a particular note I need them protecting? Just protecting. Cool. Let's protect in Egypt. Alexandria. complete that one. Then if we have... That's basically saying if we have one heavy ship, or one heavy ship and insult Venice, we can complete this mission. Which is naval war preparations to make our navy better. And then we can go after this one. This is going to give us... Oh, this one's basically just has to go take over the remainder of the Bosphorus, so... Take Corfu and such. Take Corfu back to navals and such. Okay. We're going to hack a Sevilla into a mosque. We do want to convert it into a mosque, so we're going to... Well, there goes most of the money we were saving up. Red hit military pack cap. Go to that one, and then we'll invest some military power in development. So I'm gonna get an extra merchant if I want. Not sure if I want an extra merchant right now. Need an extra merchant right now. Yeah, we're not desperate for it. In theory, it'd probably be Crimea where we'd shove it. Bosnia, white peace, okay. Let's do steer trade here, see if that gets me a opinion effect. No. Could go the subsidy route. Yeah, if I don't want to wait for it, it's going to be the subsidy route. Give them subsidy until they hit 150, and then we'll make them subject. And when they're at there, we can then give the subsidy. almost there. One more tick on them. Do a proclaim guarantee over here. Okay, there's the 190 we need there. So you're a vassal. They're not particularly happy to do the aggressive expansion. Okay. Could try to bribe them as well. Oh, they're not that bad. 75, yeah. Okay, now we're just at the point where I'll go ahead and go. Now we'll just placate the rulers. Brings them below. Rebellious. And offer vassalization. Over here, go ahead and end the subsidy. Offer military access. And here, send gift. We'll do subsidy in a bit with them. We're not going to expand you, so we'll promote you to an islet. Take it off our list of places that are costing us diplo power. And then around about now, we have subsidy over here should be ready to be cancelled. There we go. I just gave another one. Whoops. At least it was a minimum level one. Give subsidy over here. We want it to go up max speed. So. Give subsidy, max speed. Cancel subsidy over there. Oh yeah, we should definitely be able to win here. So we'll probably declare for the Reconquest cores, and then we'll just take a Croatia core. Yeah, take a Croatia core off of them, and take a Austria core off of them. In addition to the Serbian cores back, or the Bosnian cores back. I suppose also we did the Reconquest handover for Montenegrin core. Tender Rebel, we're not worried because they're March. Good to seize land. If I can get a good Umera quest. Burgundy's opinion of the Ottomans is 100. Okay, that's maybe not ideal, but it's doable. Cancel that subsidy, right? Yeah. Don't think that'll work, but we'll do it anyway. Okay, we're getting an opportunity to repay our loans. Yeah. You know what? Let's repay those loans. This is maybe not the optimal way to do it, but it's going to be a working way to do it. Take a couple debased currencies to do it, and now we can turn around and go back to influence nations, because those are so much easier, quicker to do for integrating nations the way we're doing. Influence that nation. Influence that nation. Syria wants a royal marriage. Nice. Crimea wants a royal marriage. Good. And then 11th of March, we make him a vassal. You know, I'm very tempted to just tell no to them because I like my cores. You want... Well, if we say no, Tria. Yeah, we can just eat that. We'll just eat that. Cancel the subsidy. Cancel the subsidy. I think we're getting close to where we want to start a war, so let's let the armies reorganize. Stop drilling for the moment, and garrison the forts, please. Promote to islet. Promote to islet. And we're getting real close to just being able to do it to fairly strong people like Florence. And yeah, again, almost at the point where we just push into the Empire and be like, yeah, no, you want to join the Ottomans because we are the Ottomans. We are the better Holy Roman Empire. And that's the fun of a chill Ottoman game, is just being able to diploannex people. That you have otherwise no right to diploannex. It's like, yeah, no, you're joining us. Why? Because we're the Ottomans. We are your rightful liege. Hostile, but that would go away if we pushed hard enough. Neighboring different religion have a claim. Yeah, that would go away. Hostile will go away for plus 50. And that's plausible. Scholars. We don't want to promote each an islet right now. Let me guarantee them, that'll complete the quest. Which means everyone's above 50. So we get more power, more ground land. And yeah, I think we're mobilized and almost ready for war. Let's get this alliance. Yeah. More reform progress, more national tax. Nice, nice. Next will be centralization followed by civil service, and that will all have been done before the ahead of time penalty on courthouse goes away. Let's get our protection fleet to port. So we're about to start a war. We're done about to start a fight. Siege. Where do I want my siege? Where's the Hungarian forts? This one. There's the 4 levels. Okay, so they got a big vulnerability down south, with the exception of Split. Oh, and we're going to want to take territory off of the Serbians, so I probably want to pre-position for taking the Serbian territory. And we'll shove through the middle. Okay, main combat fleet ready. I think it's time for a war. Take Rama. I don't think we need to call Cilia in as a co-belligerent. Naples isn't going to come. Serbia has to because they're subject. And I don't really need to call any of my subjects in, so I think we're good. Alright, siege you guys to that fort, you to there. You to there, and we'll see how the Hungarians respond. Apparently by immediately having 4 ships sent to the bottom. Really good. Go ahead and fire a artillery barrage to blow the castle open. Spine goes, well, not completely spent, but 1 victory for us. We on that fort. Or we'll move the siege train as soon as the fort falls here. Okay, looking at the time, this is probably where I should go ahead and put a part break in, so I'll leave you on the cliffhanger of how the Hungarian War goes. I have a suspicion, because we significantly outnumber the resistance. Yeah, my army alone outnumbers the Hungarians 2 to 1. So I think we're going to win. But that will be for next time. So if you're watching on YouTube, the next part will be up tomorrow. If you're watching Twitch, feel free to hang around. I'm going to go check on the family and then get right back to recording. So until the next part, wish you all the best of luck and a good time. Catch you all in the next part. Bye for now.